All know Americans, on average, don't get enough sleep. But what about our children?
New recommendations show how much sleep babies and children need depending on their age. And News 4's Christy Kern breaks down what parents need to know. Christy?
Jackie Don, a pediatrician in Western New York, tells us this is the first time these guidelines are being laid out. They show not only the minimum sleep requirements for children at different ages, but also the maximum. He says it can give a lot of clarity to parents.
They always want to play games or they want to watch their favorite cartoon.
Parents know how difficult it can be to get a child to sleep and the impact it can have when a child gets too little.
I think it's definitely necessary as far as attitude and mood.
Now new guidelines recently released by the American Academy of Sleep Medicine break down just how much sleep your child needs according to their age. They recommend 12 to 16 hours of sleep for babies 4 to 12 months old, 11 to 14 for children 1 to 2, 10 to 13 for children 3 to 5, 9 to 12 hours for children 6 to 12, and 8 to 10 hours for teens. We took those recommendations to Dr. Anthony Caterina at Orchard Park Pediatrics to get his take.
It seems intuitive that an infant would need more sleep than a teenager, but it's nice, though, to have very specific numbers.
He tells us the amount of sleep required changes as you get older.
An infant needs more sleep because their brain is developing more. An older person, just their sleep architecture is different, and so they don't require as much sleep.
Still, he says a lot of his teenage patients don't get enough sleep.
Most teenagers are going to sleep much later than you would expect, and not being able to wake up in time for school.
And that can lead to problems. According to the Academy of Sleep Medicine, not getting the recommended amount of sleep can cause attention, learning, and behavioral problems for children.
When I have kids who come in with different issues, mainly behavioral issues, one of the first things I ask about is sleep. And I almost always find that sleep is a contributing factor.
And it's not just the minimum requirements that are important. Dr. Caterina says getting too much sleep can also be harmful.
Too much sleep could be a sign of depression and other mood disorders. So that's one example of why too much sleep might be a red flag.
Dr. Caterina recommends parents be stricter with bedtime rules, something Rebecca Muller knows is crucial for her 5-year-old son.
There's a huge difference if he doesn't get a full night's sleep, definitely 10 hours at least.
The guidelines were also endorsed by the American Academy of Pediatrics. Dr. Caterina also says using smartphones and tablets before bed can keep kids up at night. He says children's brains cannot handle that much stimulation before bed. He recommends children shut off all electronic devices at least a half hour before bedtime. Live in the studio, Christy Kern, News 4 at 6.
That's sometimes